Welcome to Wonky Wednesday. Let's talk diaper babies. If you're new here, why are the cats in diapers? Well, because those are the diaper babies. We all have our hobbies, and I like to collect cats that can't pee and tell you why you shouldn't, but also how you can. And they all recently had their 6-month wellness checkup, so I figured it was a good time to exploit them to pay their bills. Let's get into it. The first thing about a diaper baby is assessing whether or not they can or cannot pee. Now, I'm gonna be so real with y'all, 9 times out of 10 they cannot. Common misconception, dribble does not equal can pee. Wet diaper does not equal can pee. Peeing cats is a luxury you all take for granted. Out of the 6 diaper cats in our rescue, only one of them can pee. Say hi, Willow. But regardless of can or cannot, they all go in every 6 months for blood work and a urinalysis. Let me explain why I believe that is so important. Now, clearly, I'm amongst the group that believes that paralyzed cats can have an amazing quality of life, but I very much believe that is based on the resources that they have available to them. And I very much believe that there should be no shame around lacking those resources. I would like to make those resources more widely available. That way there is more possibility for can, which is not the same as should. I hold these things in equal importance. Their mobility is typically the least of my concerns. If they want to get somewhere or do something, they will do it. The lack of hind limbs rarely hinders them being a cat. Do you know cats? Why are we worried? But if you've noticed with paralyzed cats that the reoccurring downfall to their quality of life tends to come back to the bladder. Some of us like to have a little more pizzazz than others. And there are 2 main contributing factors that I personally have noticed. The first being the belief that if there is pee, they can pee. That cannot be further from the truth. I believe that the large majority of incontinent cats should be or would benefit from manual expressions. And this is something I would really love to start teaching at the center. The second factor, which sort of goes hand in hand, is urinary tract infections. And while there is no one way to do things or reach total perfection in their bizarre care, these are the things that I have found have been immensely helpful. Regardless of symptoms or suspicion, we do a urinalysis every 6 months. Proactive lab work is going to be a diaper cat's best friend. Why? Because, well, if they can't feel certain parts back there, they may not be always physically responding to their detriment. 10 out of 10 coping skill, you can see where I learned it. Cats maybe can't talk, but you better believe that they can lie. But you know what doesn't lie? Science. So make it rain on those cultures, baby. Which brings me to an additional point. If we get a positive urinalysis result, I strongly encourage cultures, because these cats are going to be more susceptible to UTIs. And because they can hide the severity of such so well, rather than start with a broad spectrum antibiotic, we always send out a culture to determine the specific antibiotic that should be used in that specific case in specific infection. Not only does this target more efficiently and effectively, but it also helps prevent the buildup to an antibiotic resistance, which would be extremely unfortunate in the event that a UTI leads to kidney issues, which from what I've seen has been the leading cause of death in incontinent cats. And that would be why monitoring their blood work more frequently than the average cat could be extremely beneficial to catch those early signs. Now, the last piece that I find to be very crucial is cleanliness. Their environment, and specifically their diaper environment, plays a very large part in what bacteria their little bladder could be exposed to. That's why you might notice that oftentimes the diaper babies don't have their diapers on. They need that fresh breeze, the freedom. And when they do have their diapers on, I am religious about keeping them dry. And if you're doing manual expressions, it is easier to keep them that way. Oh my god, I finally have an excuse to show off their diaperless booties. They are my pride and joy. I never thought this moment would come. Do you see how there is no irritation? No redness, no swelling. That is a standard that I work extremely hard to maintain, because even if they can't feel it, it does not mean that it is not doing harm. And now that I've spent 4 minutes talking to you guys about cat bladders, FYI donations to their continued care are always very appreciated. I leave you with this. Good morning to you and your poo. We're all in our places with bright shiny faces. Good morning to you and your poo. Come on, Lonnie, let's go potty. Ooh, ooh. Come on, Lonnie, let's go potty. Hoo, 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 yeah. Dobby, dobby, doo. I'm glad you can poo. You're saving all my sanity. Let the party hit the floor. Let the party hit the floor. Let the party hit the floor.